I'm Jim Dale Abrams reporting for Daybreak Online for this Thursday, December the 18th. Mix of sun and clouds today with highs in the mid-50s, mid-30s for overnight lows tonight. More the same tomorrow with highs in the mid-50s and lows in the low 40s. 90% chance of rain Saturday with highs in the mid-50s. 40% chance of showers lingering on Sunday with highs in the mid-50s, and partly cloudy on Monday with a high of near 60. Local news, 2 Sylacauga women died Wednesday afternoon in a single vehicle crash. The incident happened at roughly 1:45 p.m. Wednesday afternoon at Santa Rosa Lane off Alabama Highway 21 in South Talladega County. Talladega County Coroner Shaddix Murphy pronounced the 2 women, aged 21 Ashley Reeves and 35-year-old Nancy Nichols, dead at the scene from blunt force trauma. Murphy said the accident involved only the 2 women's vehicle, which appeared to be an early 1990s white Toyota Camry. The vehicle left the road and hit a tree. Murphy said he did not believe the 2 women to be related. State troopers continue their investigation. Also, a single white male injured in that accident. Critical injuries airlifted to a Birmingham hospital. 4 Sylacauga residents were arrested for manufacturing methamphetamine earlier this week in 2 unrelated incidents. According to Talladega County Drug and Violent Crime Task Force Commander Jason Murray, the first arrest was Jonathan Devane Osborne, age 31. Murray said Osborne was seen walking behind B.B. Comer School with a shake and bake bottle stuffed in the arm of his jacket. He was charged with manufacturing of a controlled substance in the first degree. His bond set at $50,000 by Talladega County District Judge Deb Bannon. Murray said the aggravating circumstances for a charge of manufacture in the first degree in this case was presence of finished product in proximity to a school. The other 3 suspects, Sarah Danielle Price, age 24, Anthony Ray Meeks, age 21, and Justin Lee Curtis, age 27, were all arrested at a house on 602 Oakland Lane and charged with the manufacture of a controlled substance in the first degree and felony possession of drug paraphernalia. And Murray said an officer on patrol in the area smelled an hydrochloric acid generator that is used in finishing a methamphetamine cook. The officer called for backup, and after locating the house the smell was coming from, knocked on the door. One of the people answered, and a meth lab was plainly visible inside. In this case, the aggravating circumstances include finished product, proximity to other occupied residences, and firearms in the house. Murray said 2 guns were recovered from the residence, including the revolver that Curtis was holding when he answered the door. Bonds for Price, Meeks, and Curtis were set at $100,000 each by Judge Deb Bannon. Well, for nearly a quarter of a century, Tim Shelnut has been a fixture in Childersburg in the fire department there. He served as a volunteer for 3 years before going to work full-time for 21. In April, he took on an even larger role as the city's interim fire chief, a position that he still holds, but now, for the first time in nearly a quarter of a century, the Childersburg Fire Department will be without one of its longest-standing employees. Shelnut has announced his resignation. His last day of work will be December 28th. Shelnut and his children are moving to Huntsville, where his wife has been working as a clinical director for Outpatient Imaging Center since September. And finally, the Sylacauga City Council is one step closer to demolishing East Highland School. The council unanimously approved resolutions accepting CDG engineers and Moreau and Associates to serve as engineers and administrators of the demolition, respectively. Also, the council accepted a recommendation from Sylacauga Police Chief Chris Carden to purchase 28 body cameras and 2 standalone hard drives at a cost of $11,492. The council budgeted $11,600 for these expenses. And finally, a Sylacauga motorcycle dealership was broken into, and it was caught on video. According to John Anderson, who owns the Yamaha Sylacauga dealership, he said, quote, "You're just shocked that someone would do this." Around 2 o'clock Monday morning, a man is seen walking around and looking inside the dealership on Highway 280. He leaves, but returns about 30 minutes later, this time in a van. He is seen picking up a concrete flower pot and tossing it through the front window. Diana Anderson, the wife's owner, said, quote, "He just knocked everything in and came in like he owned the place." One by one, the suspect grabbed 3 kid-sized dirt bikes, loaded them up, and took them off. He was in and out in about 60 seconds. Each bike valued between $1,500 and $2,300. The Talladega County Sheriff's Office is investigating the break-in, and detectives have the surveillance video. If you have any information about the crime or know the suspect in the video, you're asked to contact the Talladega County Sheriff's Department. That's a look at weather and local news. I'm Jim Abrams reporting.